Here in Yorkshire, we're fighting for every vote, and I know we've got to earn every vote. I'm really pleased that we've got a brilliant set of candidates, we've got a positive message, and we have been laser-like in our focus on the cost of living crisis, because wherever you go, people come up, particularly to me, and say, look, I can't pay my bills here. And I've been able to say we would have a windfall tax on the oil and gas companies in the North Sea, and we'd use that to help with energy bills. So, very positive case, but we've got to earn every vote, taking nothing for granted. We want to hold what we've got and take gains where we can.
Turning to national issues, and questions have been asked already this morning, but obviously this is for viewers who didn't see that and voters who didn't see that either. Can you confirm that Durham Police haven't contacted you in recent days?
No, I've not had contact from Durham Police, and I think people are just about fed up with the mudslinging that's going on. We know there's elections coming, we know what the Conservatives are up to. What we need to do, I think, is to focus on the issue in hand, which is the cost of living, because as we go across the region, we go across the country, talking to people on their doorsteps, everybody is talking about the fact they can't pay their bills. And what's the Prime Minister got to say about that? He was told yesterday about a pensioner who rides the buses to keep warm, and his response was to say she should be happy that she's got a bus pass. And this morning we had government ministers saying that people should not buy branded value food in order to deal with the cost of living crisis. Talk about out of touch, out of ideas and out of excuses. So tomorrow really is a chance to send a message to the government about their abject failure and to vote for a Labour Party that's on your side.
For the sake of clarity, though, to viewers and voters, can you say what work you were doing at 11 o'clock in Durham, and did you go back to work after you'd eaten?
We were working, we stopped, we ate, no breach of the rules, no party, and I think that's enough for the mudslinging from the Tories on this. Let's focus on the issue in hand, which is the cost of living crisis, to which they've got absolutely no answer. We've got clear answers on that. The Prime Minister is suggesting that pensioners should ride the buses to keep warm, and ministers are suggesting that families should stop buying branded value food. I mean, talk about out of touch and out of ideas and out of excuses. Britain deserves better than this government.
I'll ask you just one final question on this same topic I was covered before. How many people were in that office with you that night? As many as 30?
I had a team with me. We were working in the office. No breach of the rules, no party. And, you know, this relentless focus on mudslinging instead of the issue in hand by the Conservatives means that they've got no answer to the real question that so many people want answered, which is, what are you going to do to help me with my bills? We've got a clear answer to that, which is a windfall tax on oil and gas companies in the North Sea, and use that to help people pay their bills, up to £600 off their bills. So, you know, voting tomorrow's the chance to vote for a party, the Labour Party, that's on your side.
And yet you won't commit to reversing the increase in national insurance. Why not?
We've been very clear that national insurance tax should not be coming in. When people are struggling with their bills, and the government is defending and protecting oil and gas companies' profits rather than helping people with their bills, to whack them with more tax now. People have looked at their pay slip last week and thought, I've got less money coming in because the government's taxing me harder and my bill is going up. And that's the failure of this government. So we wouldn't introduce that tax. It's the wrong tax at the wrong time.
For whatever reason, the questions about your conduct in Durham continue. Do you worry that those questions, that as they continue, are distracting from your core message?
What this mudslinging tells me is that the Conservatives have got no answer to the central issue, which is the cost of living crisis. If they had an answer to that question, they would give it. And if they spent as much time and energy and focus on that issue, they'd be doing a service to millions of people across the country who can't pay their bills. The government doesn't seem to get this. They're so out of touch and out of ideas, and frankly now out of excuses. Britain deserves better. Vote for a party that's on your side, and that's the Labour Party.